It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Miami Dolphins.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. And the first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Oh, nice move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Right back to him on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Steps away to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now a give to Mostert running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll run with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our point, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. The 20, flop, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And even 50 yards for Tony Pollard. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Offense trying to get a little slip there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll take this to the 46.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Cooks motions to the left.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. In motion left goes Cooks. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Good.
Gallup goes in motion.
47. Hey, 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And now an audible here into something else. Lamb will go in motion. Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Lamb in motion left. Pollard again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
They hand it off to Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away,
We were
Coach.
certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard, and he goes out right around the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking downfield for Pollard. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Here's Pollard again. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Lamb will go in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On the handoff, this is Mostert. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end.
Again, it's Mostert. Well, he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Second down, Pollard again.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Under. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide end.
Run for Pollard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Going to 54, going to 54, wide end. Here we go, going to 54, wide end. Gun.
They'll run for it with Pollard. There he goes again. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 76 yards.
And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get this. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it 24-13.
Dolphins 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to... If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Gallup goes in motion. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. And this returnable for Hill. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 11, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down.
Go ahead.
Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Throwing Tua.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get them.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings us second and 9.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We're going to 53. Hey, kill.
The slot man in motion right. To throw is Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Automatic first down.
Two and now on first down. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Damone Clark. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Steps away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
On play action, here's Tua on the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there, a 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Tua. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 29. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The pickup there, 5 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Slot man moves right. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In motion left goes a tight end. Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they send a man in motion right.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Hey, 47. We're going to 53. Hey, kill. Wait.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Cooks motions to the left.
Prescott to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coaching his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go back to Pollard on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Everyone, kill. Hey, kill. We're going to 54. One here. Here we go, 46. Gun.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll run left with Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
In motion left goes Cooks. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here go 46. 47. Hey, 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the turnover, it's Tua, letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Go, get out there, get out there.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead
as we get set for the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Gtowncapp! Gtowncapp! Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Here go 47.
Prescott now.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out now come the Cowboys. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
A give to Pollard running left.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch it, hey.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
27 yards. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 23, here's second and 6.
Here we go, going to 53. 26.
On play action, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keon Crossen, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a second and 6.
Turbo word. Solo left Zion. Solo left 20, TX. Roll. Hut.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Go to 54. Why ain't?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught once again by Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Play action now, Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing to start here is Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Now a give to Mostert running right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa dancing to his left. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. With the Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 22. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
There he goes, left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back
on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
So he stopped for no gain. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
6. Second down and 6 now. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a concept.
There he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks. Say, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
But it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Miami.
54. Ready? Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Niners' 42-yard line.
21G.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
42 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are once again back in front.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 and now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Ready.
Now Tua. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So
apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop and has got the first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
In motion is Gray.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
To about the 33-yard line. From the 33, here's second down and 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
In motion right, Debo.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On first down, Tagovailoa is going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code that he could not hang on to it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Tua going to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, what a huge play that was, Charles. You think about it, if the offense had scored, it gets it down to a 1-possession game. Instead, the pick 6 makes it a 3-score deficit here in the third quarter.
And I think what impressed me the most was how the defense just stayed in character, right? They just stayed smart, didn't overcommit, didn't gamble, stayed in position, no unnecessary risks. And in the end, he was the one targeted, and he delivered a score that will likely lead to a victory.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Able to find Gray here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, Purdy. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Touchdown, 49ers! Danny Gray with now his second touchdown of his third quarter. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Dolphins 10.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Powerful running. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And a good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll audible to something else. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A throw over the middle, taken in. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10. Tua to throw again.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 21 TX. Watch it, Oscar. To the right.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that +3.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 114 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, McCaffrey breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a first down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, he was just